Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman 15 back with another online battle for Medieval 2 Total War. Now this battle is a little funky one that I played with the mighty Zsasz as Portugal and also Niko as the Papal States, and I chose Spain with my current version of my rule set, adapted recently, changed a bit. Right now it is no musketeer units, but camel gunners are allowed. Because some people consider those musketeer units, but I allow them. But no, like, Janissaries musketeers, no Cossack musketeers, etc. No Stratiots, and no dismounted conquistadors, because I'm tired of seeing conquistador spam as Spain and Portugal, because that's the entire strategy of Spain and Portugal for most players, is just spamming conquistadors, because even a noob can win with that. Anyone can win with a spam of that. So I'm just getting rid of that, reducing Iberian infantry, except for the Moorish Christian Guard, down to just regular levels of chivalric knights and feudal knights, or in Portugal's case, dismounted feudal knights and aventurios and some dismounted Portuguese knights if they're feeling bold. So anyway, it's us three, and we adapted this because we were planning to play free for all, couldn't get a fourth person, so we were playing on Le Village, so we decided new rule set. It's not last man standing, and it's also not, scored resolution, but instead, whoever will hold the town for like 30 seconds. Of course, we're not really timing it as much. It's just the idea that you have to control a town, so you can't just wait outside, like let the other two fight, and then come in and wreak it. If you take control of the center, you win. So, also, right now, me and Zsasz were waiting for Niko to get closer, since it wasn't quite in the center. We wanted it to be fair, but Zsasz sort of right outside the town, so he has a really lucky position. But just going over army compositions, you can see I've got 4 units of Pavis crossmen, some Terracchio pikemen, my 8 heavy infantry of dismounted feudal knights and chivalric knights, 2 units of conquistadors, a general's bodyguard, and then also 3 units of chivalric knights, mounted, armored attack, of course. Niko has got 4 units of Pavis crossmen, a few units of pike militia, interestingly enough. He's got Papal Guard, I don't know why, and then also a bunch of broken lances, and dismounted feudal knights, and also all of his Knights Templar running with their nice little upgrades here and there. Very, very white army. All white. And actually he's got his general's bodyguard charging over this way into some Pavis crossbows. And I believe he's got a Great Cross somewhere too. Yep, there it is, the Great Cross. Right here is an early mistake that I made. I'm gonna get shot here. My pikemen and my archers well outgunned, well, not outgunned, but out crossbowed by these Pavis crossbows of the Papal States, and you can see that my units are just going down, and I'm trying to flee my units out of here. Actually, I think I only have 3 units of Pavis crossmen. Interesting. You can see my pikemen also taking brunt. It was a very poor move, and I just didn't know what to do about it. Not my finest moment. And then also, you got here my cav. I think he outnumbers my cav, because I was trying to bring my cav over this way, so I bring back some conquistadors and let this unit continue going around the outside. Meanwhile, me and Zsasz are meeting in the middle of the town. I don't want him to win by taking over, so we have a fight going on. And I got very limited troops down here, just trying to make sure the town doesn't fall. And Niko is slowly moving in with some broken lances. He goes down this road here. Thought he was going to attack me here, so I was like, oh dear, no. Zsasz also getting his Portuguese arquebuses inside, along with some Pavis crossbows right here. So he's got a nice, good presence in town. He's got his pikemen guarding his troops from any cav movements. So very effective plan of action. Let's see what is going on. Well, you can see this unit of crossmen is almost completely eradicated, and my pikemen pretty much shot down, I think. Already down to the 50s, and I'm just wasting them trying to figure out what to do. And my cav, oh god, look at that. Just a calm. I'm not playing too well at this moment with my cav game. Gotta spread them out more. I was just gonna try and take on all his Knights Templar here, but he's also, I want to stay away from his crossbows. That will give him a nice advantage in the fight. But here I am, here we go, for the charge, 1v1. taking on his cav. My general also in the mix. But as you can see, I'm bunched up here, and he's going around for these to loop around my own cav, and he's also got his general coming in as support, and I think he out-cavs me here. Getting my conquistadors, trying to go and stop him from flanking me on this side, and now we just got a nice cav melee going. Other than that, we have a bit of a firefight between Zsasz and Niko, except not much. Right now it's just Zsasz just shooting down these pike militia. Not the most effective use of crossbows, maybe. We got Portuguese arquebuses firing blank range as some dismounted broken lances. Some poor micro there, but that's pretty amusing. Look at that, just devastating that front line there. But here they go, charging in. Niko getting a nice, almost a sandwich here of the Portuguese. Very helpful to my cause, at least to take the center of the town. But of course it is all contested, and we all are here fighting to death. Moving back over this way, you can see that he's got some Papal Guard running into the mix, which is actually very effective at dwindling my general's unit and lowering its numbers. And my cav is actually losing the fight. Oh, we're winning. It's pretty close, but we got the Papal Guard moving in, which is not something I am a fan of. And I'm very scared of losing my general, because he is getting a little bit estranged out there. And yeah, here he's got tons of cav moving in, and I'm losing. And I'm just trying to get enough time to kill off his cav before his Papal Guard start running in. And I'm also worried about Zsasz and all his cav and what he can do with that if I lose all of mine. And me and Niko are just using against each other, and we have Zsasz over here with a bunch of cav just sitting about. Also, his cav chasing my conquistadors out here, which I was not pleased to see. But here we are. Oh, a lot of Pavis got cut down here, but now he's got a nice Aventuro line. It seems some broken lances must have routed here. Look at all of them. Probably scared by some gunfire, and they just were flattened, actually. And also over here. But now we have a new front coming in. The Papal Guard coming in, trying to cut down some of these dismounted field knights of Zsasz. Interestingly enough. So I got mostly infantry, just sitting out back in reserve. Got my general out of the fray as my cav gets beaten back by Niko. I was trying to save as much or do as much damage against his cav as I could. Overall, he doesn't have much left at all, but he's still got his Pavis. And I got my pikemen finally moving this way, trying to take out these guys. Maybe get his cav to charge into them by mistake, but I was busy microing elsewhere. It didn't really work out too well. What do we got going on here? Yes, we have Zsasz moving in some Knights of Santiago right into my rear, or side actually, of these dismounted ship knights, and they are not happy. Really effective charge for such close quarters, and this pike line is doing business, really holding my troops back, and they don't have much of an angle to fight right now, except for slicing down some of these Knights of Santiago, which overall did take a huge brunt of damage right now. Already down to 28, but these units are not happy and did take a lot of casualties themselves. What do we have going on? My Conquistador, one unit routed this guy. Actually, it was with the help of the crossbows, of course, but at least I got some Knights of Santiago out of my hair and cut down on 3 more right here. That was a nice little triangle kill. Triangular kill. It's a very interesting battle with all these different sides fighting at once. It's hard to fight 2 opponents at once, but of course everyone's fighting 2 opponents at once, so it's pretty fair. But we got a massive pipeline, and this is just amazing, working very well for Zsasz. And I got my crossbows up in the hill. I'm trying to start getting fire in the center of the town because I fear Zsasz is getting ahead in this fight. But meanwhile, Niko is pushing in this town. He broke this line over here and pushed on through and is now fighting some Portuguese arquebuses in melee. But they are very strong in melee, don't get me wrong. They are ready to fight off some Papal Guard, and they will do some dirty work. Papal Guard look pretty awesome with armor upgrades, I must admit. Like a truly armored spear unit. But, oh, you can hear the ring of guns routing my infantry as I send in a new unit because I don't want to risk Zsasz gaining control of the center with half my army still alive. he's got some shaken infantry, but also he's got all these units back here, and soon I think I'm going to start getting some volleys of crossbow bolts headed in this area. First, I think I aim for some pike lines because they are vulnerable to missile fire. But look at that. He's got this entire corner held down by pikes. It's very effective with Portuguese arquebuses coming in, which I was very afraid of. So I'm moving in some field lines. I think these have armored attack. Also, I started hiding my troops in this forest here, trying to make myself look weaker and maybe make them focus on each other instead of me. And you can see I already have routes, just making sure I have enough to seem like I'm not hiding stuff. Just trying to make it look genuine. Of course, his cav is now doing it in great number. He lost a lot to my crossbows, I think. Actually, I shot them down a bit. Didn't want them in my hair anymore. Ah, here are the pikemen I think I start to shoot at. Because they're just a bulge of all these infantry here. Prime crossbow target, truly. And over here we have some routing by Niko's Papal Guard. Probably shouldn't have got that unit, to be fair, because they would be fighting infantry. Though they are pretty strong, they are not strong enough. And they cannot handle such fighting, even though they are fighting Portuguese arquebuses, which they can outmatch at pikemen. So they're in a pretty even fight, but yeah, they're just outnumbered and outmoraled. And here, what do we have? We've got Niko Finneman's general just running amok, trying to keep back some of the Mighty Zsasz' cavalry. You can see that where all of his pike militia were just shot to bits, bits and pieces, in fact. But he's still got pretty healthy amounts of infantry, taking some crossbow fire, however. Some field knights too. I think they got charged maybe, or just shot down, unfortunately for Niko. I still got one Conquistador unit, just one Conquistador man, the lone man who routed a few back there, just sitting around. I think he eventually gets on his own mission. But here you go, you got my crossbow bolts firing into Zsasz, trying to take him down. We're doing some heavy work against these Aventurios and dismounted field knights. Definitely going to help since I'm busy fighting his troops, trying to make sure he doesn't gain control of the center right now. Also trying to disrupt this pike wall, which this charge right here seems to have done, even though they are wavering. Here they go, shaken. They're increasing morale as they cut down some Aventurios, who are still decent in the melee without their pikes, unfortunately, but they are still no match for upgraded dismounted field knights. And of course we have crossbows of Mighty Zsasz, pummeling my men, especially the ones out back here. There's a lot going on. I'm just trying to slowly cut my way into this town as he uses so many units to guard it. He's trying to get enough time where I can, like a massive route, and then enough time where he gets control of the center before I get troops in, since that was the goal, I bet. At least his objective here. And here we go, the Great Cross coming in to bring morale support to the army of the Papal States. And I think... no, never mind. He's got some nice reserve field knights here, and he's just going to fight his way through. So right now, the fighting between me and Niko is rather limited. I think... didn't I charge my... oh, he's got some Knights Templar over here. Yes, I've been charging my Conquistador here. The one lone Conquistador, trying to get some kills off his Pavis, do something against Niko since I wasn't fighting him much. I felt guilty for fighting Zsasz, but Zsasz was definitely in a nice advantage since me and Niko really fought each other out up here. And Niko really took out my unit of Pavis and my pikemen also. You can see where these Terrecchio pikemen all died. Probably not getting many kills at all. Few dead Pavis men. It's very spread out battle, very fun, but now you see Niko going hard into the rear of Zsasz over here, also getting some broken lances for a nice little sandwich perhaps. And let's see, what am I doing? I got my general over here for morale support, but also I'm scared of being shot to bit by these Portuguese arquebuses, which they very well might do. And I'm just trying to get Zsasz out of the center. You can see all my crossbows going in. Eventually I start focusing fire on the arquebuses. Yep, you can see they're taking some damage here. Don't want them causing me too much trouble. Also setting in one of my last sugar knights to hold the line and keep contesting the center so Zsasz doesn't get the victory. And here we go. We got the broken lances and some papal guards charging in and sandwiching the Portuguese right here, causing a rout. And there goes the Portuguese general as well, slain by a papal guard. At least they did something useful. And Zsasz currently, oh, there goes right after the papal general. So I have the last general standing after that little engagement over there. But Zsasz still has tons of cav, so we got very unlucky losing that general right then. Very unlucky indeed. And these Portuguese arquebuses ready to rout anytime now. But that's when I take the initiative, and I think I send my few knights here to do a service and take out this Great Cross unit before it causes me problems in the center of the town, because I'm worrying about Niko. And we still got a just giant scramble and giant melee here. You can see all the dead just mounting up between me and Zsasz, all fighting right here. And of course his Portuguese arquebus is almost down to half the unit after taking so much crossbow fire. And I think they did shoot my general's unit. Yeah, they took out one or two of the men. I was just afraid of my general being shot by a gun unit. But oh my god, a massive rout here. I still have 2 units of feudalites holding line, but also a rout. But I'm coming in, not going to let Zsasz control the town for long. I still got my units in here, so it is not going to be his town, especially with Papal States coming in. However, now the Papal States redirected their attention to deal with my feudal knights that are coming in. Did a great number against the Great Cross, cutting it down to half before he really noticed. And I just want to eliminate it as a special ops mission, just get it out of the way now. Which I did, coming from behind. But he's got his general, well, not his general, what's left of his general's bodyguard coming in for a rear charge, threatening the morale of my dismounted feudal knights. So I think I send my general and my pikemen over this way to go aid that unit. And I think, do I have any more? Yes, I still have some infantry. 1 unit of infantry still hiding in the woods here. Oh my god, Zsasz might charge directly into them. He did. He might. Oh my god, come on. Kill them. Oh yes, that was a fight instantly. But without a charge, that's very effective. Interestingly enough, and this might actually route to the last unit as cav. That is a lucky move, because I didn't even notice that happened during the fight. But they do get out of there unscathed. Not unscathed, but not really damaged either. Portuguese arquebuses. Look at all the dead right here from just crossbow bolts. You can see how the ones that just fell on their faces. Now he's got his own poppies in the mix, and making it a very easy target for my poppies up on a hill. Very nice position for my poppies actually to get tons of kills. All right, Scots Guard. Oh my god, the devastation would have been endless. But I still have my dismounted feudal knights now shaken a bit during the fight, and I also have my general out here fighting some Pavis of Niko Finman, cutting them down as they run away like cowards. Trying to keep my general alive too. But just, oh, now I'm just walking my Turco pikemen back, because what we have here is Zsasz cutting down my Pavis, taking them out of the picture really, and I don't want him sandwiching the last of my men. I also, oh yes, I get my feudal knight unit running in through the streets down this way, trying to get a nice sandwich and break the line of Zsasz, which is really thin right now. And I want to go face his arquebuses, and I think Zsasz doesn't have much left of a fighting force. He's got some cav, and he did just charge some of my shift knights rather well. You can tell my shift knights are not very happy, and they just didn't even get a kill off these Knights of Santiago. Meanwhile, my Pavis also getting taken out by the Knights of the mighty Zsasz, really cutting me down. So I'm rushing my pikes over, trying to save what's left of my lines, the few units I have, but overall I have tons of infantry left. I think I have the most, well maybe not to Niko Finman, but I'm also fighting him here, you can see, with a very healthy unit of feudal knights still. But oh, I think he's going to go for a nice sandwich over here. But the last of the Pavis crossbows of the Papal States routing from what's left of the mighty Zsasz's general's bodyguard unit. And my own general's bodyguard still out here trying to take out this unit before it causes a sandwich. And I miss! What a miss! What a miss! Oh. But here I am, taking the town center, and I think at this point it's pretty clearly going to shift into my favor, because Zsasz doesn't have much left whatsoever, and I'm just going in to try to sandwich what's left of Niko Finman's troops and take out the mighty Zsasz. And he doesn't, there's not much left. Really not much. I don't think Zsasz has any infantry that's worth anything besides some crossbowmen. Yep, the crossbowmen actually running out this way. He's got some crossbows out here actually hiding. Probably forgot about them. But here I am now. I've got a nice sandwich around the Great Cross, but that's going to keep the happiness of Papal States quite good. Even without a general, they're just right next to it, and they know they can just keep on fighting for the cross. But my Feudalites are just not happy. They are being sandwiched, unfortunately. And you can see that nice unit of Feudalites here. Trying to get a nice charge here. Maybe I rout them. Yes, they do rout, so I save my unit from an unavoidable doom from a sandwich. But still, the amount of infantry I have is just too much for I think either of them to handle. Right now, they both are probably struggling, thinking about how do we stop Swissman. Swissman, I think I now equal their numbers of what's left of their numbers, but I still have a general, and they do not. And you can see I'm gaining the favor of battle. Also, Pavi's coming in probably to shoot apart some of my Feudalites. Unfortunately, I don't have any CAD, which will make killing off. And look at this! My general just running away from these Knights of Santiago. I don't want to lose my general. He's the only thing keeping some of my men from routing. But luckily, I get a nice rout here. Oh, can't even see it. A nice rout by these Papal States troops after this long grind right here. And they are going away, because they don't want to fight any longer. Actually, one Papal Guard unit just sitting here. I don't need to run. They'll just run right past me. In fact, I just did run right past him. But the Great Cross, claimed by Spain, I own. I literally won the game by our rules at this point. I own the town center because Zsasz could not get it. So I technically win, but I decided, you know what, I'll finish him off. This is personal. I will finish him off. You can still see my general fleeing, or just not fleeing, tactically retreating away from these Knights of Santiago. It is a tactical retreat. I would never run away. And also I've got these Pavi's crossmen running away from my dismounted Feudalites. They should outrun me, even though they are tired. And you can see the back of my infantry lines getting shot by his other units of Pavi's crossmen. But I am sending my pikemen after. Go, Tracchio pikemen, which did pretty much nothing all game. Probably got no kills whatsoever. Never really used it. Always in reserve. And here I go for a risk, trying to catch these Pavis and rout them with my general's bodyguard here, followed by the units of mighty Zsasz, all his calves still harassing me. So I'm just trying to make sure I get the charge off in the right angle, trying to catch up here and then go for the charge. I think I turn right now. Yes, here we go. And there we go. It just routs. That entire unit of Pavis is just gone. Barely lost any troops and they're just gone. And here Zsasz did what I wanted. He started to engage my own infantry in a 1v1 fight. I did cut down 2 of them, which will make it easier to fight off, but he did also cut down some of my troops. But it doesn't matter. I'm already far ahead.
The battle is in our favor if we remain true and wholehearted.
And my general continues to fight on. Actually cutting down a lot of these Pavis right now. Look at them go! Screw the Pavis of the Portuguese. Whew. Wow, that was just a nice engagement. My general did not die from his troops, luckily enough. And also his Pavis, the mighty Zsasz's Pavis, rout in massive number over here, all 29 of them. Yep. And I think Niko Finman has pretty much nothing left. Wait. Yep. He's got like 1 unit of a few Papal Guard here. Yep. There goes Zsasz. He's fleeing completely and totally. My general never dies, fortunately enough. He does not die to the mighty Zsasz. And all we have left is Niko. And there's not much time left. You can see the replay as these Papal Guard route now. And I think that is the end. Is there anything left to be killed? I don't think so. Nope, that's the end. That is my victory. A three-way battle. Very fun, very interesting dynamic. Overall, I got almost 1,000 kills plus 100 captures. Niko Finman doing really well, also getting 707 kills and 77 captures. A lot of sevens there, Niko. And then finally, Zsasz getting 780 and 136 captures. So Zsasz almost winning there. Actually, really, like if I had lost my general, he could have routed all my men. If I hadn't saved my general from Niko's cav, this could have easily been Mighty Zaz's game. Niko just lagging behind us a little bit, but overall good attempt by all players. So GG to you guys. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I do encourage you guys to try a fight like this, either like Township or Le Village. It's like a siege, but it isn't a siege. It's very fun. You really have to try that three-way. Just with decent people, someone who won't camp and just ruin the idea of just fighting two people at once, where everyone's fighting two people at once. It's a really fun dynamic, actually. It's not a 1v1 dynamic in any sense, but it's a nice change. So I do encourage you to try it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends.